everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas, everybody. Today's matchup features two teams eager to come away with a late season win. It's the Colts going up against the Texans.
Larry, they broke ground on this place in the year 2000, opened it in August of 2002, and it's been the home of this franchise ever since. Welcome to NRG Stadium in Houston. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Indianapolis Colts. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. And the Houston Texans. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. On second down, Wilson. And right away, he lost the football. And I believe the Colts have recovered. Yes, they have. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
Now a run with Montgomery. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Second down following the run. Jameis to throw it. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Second down now after the incompletion. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They go play action with Wilson. Oh, he breaks a tackle. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the shotgun, Wilson. Caught here by Conley. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that
first.
wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
Here's Wilson. They'll set up the screen to Howard. Breaks the tackle, he's got room to run. He got 29 yards that time. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season-open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. I ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I had missed him, it would have been a long night.
Here's Wilson to throw. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Well, we heard it, how heavily they stressed effective goal line offense this week in practice. Pays off there, they punch it in.
Now not only have we heard it, we saw it. All that preparation, and what it means is going back and examining what's been going wrong before. How can you correct it? Maybe it's even changes of personnel, but it paid off in this situation.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And a big tackle there as the defender runs right through him, right around the 26. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups to check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of them...
It's a foot race. The 30. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Colby Listenby with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And now out comes Houston. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Dayon Buchanan in from his linebacker spot. He's able to drop him for a loss of about 10. On second down, here's Wilson. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. He got 29 yards that time.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He'll rifle this. This is caught inside the 15. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They give him a gain of 37. Now Wilson on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Charles Harris in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. Shift together here from the D-line. Now Wilson on second down. And he's got it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They'll still have a 3rd and goal now despite picking up 13 yards on that pass play.
All right, I'm doing my rudimentary math here. That's his 3rd catch here in the first quarter. I don't know if it's just game plan or he's just finding his way open.
And maybe a little of both. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
I can't imagine we'd see another throw here. 3rd and goal from the 1. To throw is Wilson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Sharif Floyd in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it'll be 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And that is going to be incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this Colts defense comes up with a goal line stand. And the Colts getting ready to go. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right? And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward. Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt. Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On play action, Winston. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. He's thrown 1 interception already, and that doesn't necessarily mean the rest of the game is going to go like that. But it does seem that he's a little bit off in his approach to this one. Yeah, it does, and that was a risky throw right there. Got to be careful about taking care of the ball, making sure you get back within yourself. I mean, those mechanics that they work on all the time, they're there for a reason. Kind of get back to those and maybe tamp it down a little bit. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down. Well, you've got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage and make sure that this time it fell incomplete. Meanwhile, down in Dallas, an update from there. And the Redskins there out to an early lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive. Hey, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the 1 play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone. And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in. 2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. He's got the hook up with Conley. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. On 1st down, Wilson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And oh, it's complete. What a catch at the 7. They give him a gain of 38. They went for the haymaker there, didn't they? A big shot towards the end zone, and they came up with the catch, but they were tackled short of the goal line. The defense escaped the big one there. Now they've got to try and hold them to a field goal attempt. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. To throw again is Wilson. Being chased out left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now Wilson looking to throw on 2nd down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
On 3rd and goal, Wilson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
And this one through the uprights and good. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
A give. This is Montgomery. And an alley to run. And he's into the clear. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Ty Montgomery, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game. Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop. Throwing is Wilson. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wilson. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball. Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction. The Texans on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. From the gun, it's Wilson. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
But no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field.
And look at this. It's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. It's such a risky play there to fake it. You're either the hero or the GOAT. Here they're going to be the GOAT.
Unfortunate, too, because you know they thought they had something there. They don't call it just a call. They don't just say, oh, what the heck, let's go ahead and fake it here. They feel like they've got something on. They've got the defense in the right spot. Just unsuccessful in that opportunity.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
On second down, Montgomery. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Winston. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
And the kick by Butker is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. So he splits the uprights there, and I would imagine it's nice as a kicker. Right when it leaves your foot, you know it's good.
Yeah, it's kind of like a golfer that picks up his tee after a nice drive without even watching it land.
Solid analogy. I like it. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. On 1st and 10, Wilson. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there at 22. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there and picking up the first down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it's a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field. When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Again, Wilson. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this, or keeps hitting the calculator, but my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Sharif Floyd in there to record another sack, their 6th of the afternoon. Wilson now to throw on 2nd down. It's caught inside the 25. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Wilson, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. In not great starting field position here for the offense. Following the interception, Winston. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down. So 2nd and 10 here, and on the outside they're playing press coverage. Out of his end zone, Winston. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Winston now. Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
And now out comes Houston. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Wilson trying to urge his guys to go faster and get set at the line.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Now it's Wilson. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Definitely worth taking another deep shot here. He's already found the end zone twice here in the first half.
Yeah, go back to that same well. They've had trouble containing him, but able to contain him on that play. The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Now Wilson eluding the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Boy, not deterred from those first 2 failed attempts. They're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 45.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. Montgomery a first down and then some. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Ty Montgomery with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Colts add on to their lead. And with that, the lead is up to 8. Butker now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. As it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Throws right side, and that's complete. A good pickup there, a 22. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Wilson on first down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far and fun to watch. And he is into the end zone. So they get 2 more on the board here just before halftime. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
On first and 10, Winston. He's going to look deep down the field. And that is incomplete. So we've reached halftime here. Charles has already thrown off his headset. He's out here. He says, it's Christmas Day. I'm going home. We're not done yet, though. As we send you on over to Orlando, where we'll check in with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Play action now. Winston. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. The Colts on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Winston. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. That's caught inside the 20. It's a big conversion on 3rd for the Colts. 56 yards. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year and the Davises and the Gardens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like. Like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them. Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. Again, it's Winston. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletion.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
Shelling through the defense. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or 2 shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he spins through. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They'll set up the screen to Howard. And they'll get him down here at the 23. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Yeah, everyone dialed in. Six yards here to go for the offense on second down. From the shotgun, Wilson. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. pickup there, a 22. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson looking for the end zone. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times. Tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. He's going to take a shot for the end zone, and he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Well, the screen gets 7, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second, it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now Jameis on 2nd down. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
3rd and long for Winston. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down. Jameis now on first down. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Winston from the gun on 3rd down. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They're indeed going. It's Winston. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Chris Jones in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. And here comes the Texans now. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if you're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. On first down, Wilson. Dancing to his left. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Now Wilson on second down. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Texans scoop it. And they'll be inside the red zone with the ball at the 16-yard line.
How many times in the course of a game do you talk about momentum plays? And I think we just saw one there.
Absolutely.
Just scored, right?
Just took the lead.
Just took the lead, went downfield, got the ball free again, and picked it up. They got a chance to really get the momentum on their side now.
And now they'll try to pile on. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Now they go screen. It's complete. Oh, and now he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Jordan Howard with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Texans will extend their lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, wherever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. And this is the 10th carry for Ty Montgomery. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg him. do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula is not working right now. And that is incomplete. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. Well, they've got to be saying, boy, thanks for this field position.
Yeah, remember their last drive in which they scored a touchdown. That one also began in excellent field position. So let's see if they can capitalize a second time.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Now Wilson on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
On 2nd down, Wilson. And fights it. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Charles Harris in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team. Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. From the gun, Winston. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Deion Jones in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. The Colts on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 17. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And this is going to be incomplete. It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. So the D-line's going to spread out. Desperation time. Winston on 4th down. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Chris Jones in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. And the Texans set to come onto the field. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? But everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. Play clock winding down. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
First and goal. Defense with their backs against the wall. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. On second down, here's Wilson. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. I don't even know what to say anymore. I mean, I've lost track of how many times he's been in the end zone. This is just flat unbelievable.
Doesn't matter whether you have an abacus, a calculator, just old-fashioned pencil and paper trying to total it up. The number is staggering. What a performance. This man knows how to find the end zone and make it count.
And they're able to up the lead by one more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And last time, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. Winston. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. So off goes the franchise and Winston. And they'll turn things over here to the backup to see if he can dig him out of this hole. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A very solid gain of 27.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the fourth quarter here, trying to preserve the lead. The Colts on third down, not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. On third down, they go Montgomery. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. The passing game for the Colts finding its stride. Another first down. Now a play fake here on first down. Buying time to his left. And he's got room. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. They'll run it now out of the gun. Down to the 25. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Now back to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Curry. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard at the 13-yard line. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Chris Jones. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on.
All right, here we go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. This is caught, and he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1. A good pickup there at 20 yards. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win them the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Texans, the wins keep coming as this one moves them to 12-3 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the Colts, the slide continues as they drop now to 3-12. And they'll be back home next week for a date with the Washington Redskins.